Yes, yes, yes. We are here yet again, giving a summary of the curation of what's going on. We are the playlisters of news that is going on in the country and especially in Cheshire. What's going on in Cheshire? Statsman. Wait a minute. Let's give this team a boost. Here we go. There you go. Oh, look.
I still need to be. Look, I need to be a bit taller than you on that, mate, still.
On that one. Oh, you are taller than me. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, that's not a true representation.
It isn't. But what can I say? AI were given our characters, and that's what came out. So what can I say?
Fair enough. I'll let you off. You all right, yeah?
But it was the Chinese version. So all the Chinese are smaller anyway, so they favor the smaller guy.
You all right? Are you wounded today, are you?
Wounded? Oh, Jesus,
wounded.
Don't.
Haven't you been attacked?
Helping out in the community, okay, to try. I don't know, you can't see. Look at that. Look at that. Bitten by a kitten who happens to be a tiger. Jesus Christ.
That's quite big for a kitten, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You didn't see these things. Doing our bit for the community.
You have to call that one Tigger.
Tigger? No, I'm going to call that one Bastard. That's what I'm going to call it. You know, I tell you, they're all black. They're all black, these kittens. I tell you what, the witches would have a fabulous time coming down here to come and grab one of these things. I'm telling you. But anyway. Right, okay. Well, just quickies that are going on right now. What's this about Tommy and a fight at the, one of the tube stations in London? What's going on there?
It's a bit unclear at the minute. It sounds to me like the usual's happened. Someone's come along, had a go, effed around, and sadly for them, found out. So there's a video of him in, is it Pancras Station in London?
You mean Pancras?
Yeah, that's the one. No, I'm just messing. It's got a saint on it, hasn't it, as well? Something like that.
Saint Pancras.
Anyway,
yeah, that's the
he's
one.
in London, a stand on his own, because he just doesn't give a damn, to be honest.
No. Well,
but he knows people are going for him. You see a video where someone's on the floor, and then you see a video of Tommy saying he's had a fight with the door, and he's got some kind of cut down his face.
All right, okay.
So it sounds like he's told a couple of people someone wouldn't leave him alone, and then they've come for him. So
they're trying it on. I think they're trying to set him up. That's what it sounds like to me. It's some sort of a setup.
There is lots of setups with him, but again, this is nothing new. I mean, everyone thinks this two-tier stuff's new. It's not. Back in, 2016, 17, a few of us actually complained to the IPCC, which is now the something else in it. The IPCC.
It is something else. You got it right there.
Anyway, either way, whether they were rubbish, because we reported Beds Police because they didn't deal with like thousands of death threats towards Tommy. So we complained about them, who then they passed the complaint back to Beds Police, who said Tommy needs to complain about it. And we were like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Well, why do you think we're doing it? Because you ignored him.
Yeah.
So it was just a circle of absolute nonsense, mate. Nothing ever happened. So the problem is, John, is they're empowered to do this because, as I say, the police don't act when he's attacked and threatened. It's happened on so many occasions. So he's got to defend himself.
Yeah.
And I don't care what you think of him, mate. No one should walk around in fear, well, not in fear, but at risk all the time.
Oh, God, that guy doesn't fear anybody. It's as simple as that.
Even if it was like, I hate a few people, and some of them are politicians, but I wouldn't want them to be, being set upon every time they leave their house. But it just seems like someone's always gunning for Tommy, so he's got to defend himself. So let's see what happens.
If any of the politicians are attacked, I mean, there's like a sort of a worldwide hunt down for whoever did it, and they find them quick enough without any problems whatsoever. But
the media are making it sound like there's a hunt down for Tommy because he's fled the country, but no, he had a holiday planned with his family, so he went on his holiday.
There you go. Well, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's a setup because I'm turning into a conspiratorialist. I think everything's a setup in this country. And I think the deep state within this country who are literally, about this big in comparison to the US deep state. They're this big, right? And the US deep state are this big, okay?
Wow.
And China are just, don't talk about China. There's things going on. George Galloway has had a word about him. Okay, and what's this about?
I wasn't going to talk about China, to be honest. I was going to say if it was a setup, it was a crap one, mate, because someone's on the floor having a snooze.
Well, you're not allowed to say those things now, are you? Because when I was at school, we used to call them chinks.
No, I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore.
We're not allowed to say it. Oh my God. What's this about the Farm lead singer's son jailed for 10 years? What's going on there?
They pleaded guilty to selling heroin and cocaine and stuff. But that wasn't the bit that caught my eye, John.
Oh, what was it?
No. It was the character reference given to him by a Labour MP.
You're joking. A Labour MP wanted to give him a character reference for a guy
has given them a character reference.
What? In court?
And the guy pleaded guilty.
To drug-related offences?
Yeah, about 1.3 million.
So,
not like a little stash in his bedroom, like big time.
So what does that mean? We know he's committed those offences, but...
What a guy. Selling that heroin to them kids and some of them. What a guy, eh? What a guy.
Yeah, he's okay.
Labour.
Imagine
though, John, if that was anyone, an inch to the right of, I don't know, Keir Starling. Imagine if that was Farage. You'd never hear the end of it. Farage associates with drug dealers. Well, this guy, it's fine. It's just the lefties, isn't it?
He can do it,
Lovable, aren't they?
Yeah. No.
Lovable smack dealers.
Let's by popular demand, we got a request because they liked the Brian Connolly thing that we did the other night. Okay, so I found another clip. Okay, and this is Nick and Larry, the unpolitical humor of the 90s. Here we go.
Aren't your blames, Nick Frisbee here with his old mate Buddy Powell, Larry the Loafer.
Trying to design my own puppet.
It's a puppet.
It's a puppet.
Here's a house with a door. Windows 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready to play.
That's what Philip Schofield should have done with Gordon the Gopher. Yeah, the duck.
Pick a window, son. You're going through it. All right. All right, sure, Blaze. Let's now have a look at the play school clock. The big end is on the 12. The little end's on the 2. That's right. It's 20 past 8. For some prat nicked the batteries. Moving on now, shut it. We've got an anniversary. We've got Mr. and Mrs. Pitt, and that is from his son, Sess.
This is so
Straight up, no. Got a few riddles. Here we go. What do you call a green fly with no arms or legs? A bogey. What is the difference between a tyre and 365 condoms? One's a good year, one's a bloody good year. Thank you, Jill, mate, thank you. What is worse than a bull in a china shop, a hedgehog in a condom factory? What do you call a woman athlete that blows off in your beer, fart in my whitbread? Thanks, Jill, mate. And finally, what was Larry the Loafer's favourite group? Take that! It's a puppet!
His hand must be killing after all this.
Getting belted in a way. Oh, Jesus. I mean, that was the humour. I mean, Jesus. That humour in those days was just so funny. You just sit back and you just go, what happened to this country? What made it so that you're not able to actually, tell jokes like that? Like the other night, and this is from Senior Willie.
I know it's bad though. Maybe like remember Faulty Towers,
Oh
John.
God,
He was
yes.
bouncing around doing like goose stepping, like the Germans. Got in school now, like the kids do anything like that. Oh, they're absolutely rinsed and prevent coming and all. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, get a grip.
And this is what we've got in this country right now, and this is what people are getting suppressed for. All right, listen to this.
We have a king that is far more interested in appeasing Islam than he is in helping the British people. He is anti-British people. He has contempt. The minute they arrive, get a free phone, free PlayStation, 3 meals a day, a dentist and a doctor on site. Well, of course they're going to come. The British people can't have that. They come from war-torn countries. Why do they leave their wives and children there and come here for the benefits? And I am terrified for the girls here because they're so naive and they don't understand what they'll go out in this little clothes and don't realise that we've got 1,100 people here that are ready to them.
She was swearing, that lady in between. That's why some of the things were bleeped out. But I mean, be honest with you, is she actually, is she telling the truth? I mean, because as far as I'm concerned, it's true, because those people that are auditing the hotels are showing that these migrants are getting the phones and the equipment and the meals.
Yep.
And they're getting cards, and apparently they're using the money on the cards to go betting. That's what we're hearing.
I don't know if you're going to show this video, so I don't want to ruin it. But have you seen the one where the guy who's working there goes in the rooms to compare the rooms the migrants have got to the accommodation that the workers have got?
Oh,
so
God,
the workers have got no tellies, no internet, no nothing.
No, nothing.
They've got a tiny little room. And he goes in their rooms, there's all drug paraphernalia all over the tables, and they're not trying to hide it at all. And they've got everything you need. But the guys who are working there and put up in their accommodation have got nothing.
And I don't think that these migrants are going to be suffering from this, but this is another thing that's actually going on. But very, very quickly, you remember we were talking about that job that was available on the DWP website, okay? Well, guess what?
Not anymore. Someone got it. Well, someone must have got the job.
Oh, yeah. You think so?
No, they've just crapped the pants, haven't they, because of the outrage and got get rid of it.
Get it out of here, It's as simple
Pretty
as
sure
that.
they could have just put that job advert in the mosque.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and
I'm sure they're trying to wind us up, bro. I'm sure.
What I want to know is, how are the migrants able to work without bank accounts? That's what I don't know, because
don't worry about all that, mate. Just give the money in it on a card.
I know, but
they'll be given accounts, mate. They'll set it all up for them within days. While we know people getting cancelled from banks, they'll be the ones. Oh, it's fine. They can have it though.
Well, this is something that I found out more about today, and I thought this is quite relevant because this actually shows what goes on in the banking world behind the scenes.
Your bank account was shut down, no warning, no explanation. Then every other bank starts saying no and also closes down your accounts. You're not just being rejected, you've been blacklisted. And here's the scary part. It's not just bad luck. There's a secret marker against your personal name, and 99% of people don't even know that it exists. It's called a CFAS marker. And once it's added to your name, it spreads like wildfire. Banks close your accounts, loan applications get blocked, and you can't pass fraud checks. And no one tells you why. You're treated like a criminal for something you probably didn't even do. But here's the truth. Not all CFAS markers are fair. Many are added wrongly with zero real evidence. There's just suspicion, a flag, potentially even an internal system error that's now ruining your life. And if you don't fight back correctly, it stays against your name for 3 to 6 years. If your account was closed, if you keep getting declined, if something doesn't feel right, make sure you comment CFAS help, and I'll send you a free guide breaking down exactly what you need to do to get the CFAS marker removed ASAP. Your bank account was
Okay, so literally, I mean, how many people know about that in the UK?
Yeah.
And so that all of a sudden, when they're getting turned down for different things, right, nobody knows about those. Those are like one of the hidden secrets. I thought that guy was very good at explaining himself, very articulate.
Yeah. I'm going to take a lefty view on this. I'm going to say having a bank account should be a human right.
A human right.
A human right. Well, it must be, mustn't it? Because how would you function in this society without a bank account?
Well,
it's very difficult, isn't it?
That's one of the things that is in question.
Because, I mean, you could use cash, but then if you have to go into a bank to pay something or someone, there's no banks open.
Mm-hmm. No, I get
Post offices, maybe. No, they wouldn't let you have one either. So then you're just using cash. Who's going to just pay you in cash?
Mm.
No one pays in cash. So how would you get a job? How would you pay bills? How would you pay a mortgage? You couldn't do any of that.
Yep.
So what? You're homeless.
Well, there's who's that MP that is actually representing a bank card that actually is based on gold, and you buy into gold, and you can actually spend what you have in gold from the bank card. We'll have to delve into this a little bit further, but the guy said that, the MP said that he was spending and his bank account wasn't going down, even though he was spending on it, because the value of gold was going up.
Yeah.
It was that was a little bit interesting. I might see if I can find out a little bit more about that.
On the flip side, some days you might be spending money when you're not spending money because the price of gold will be going down.
Yes, that's true. But true.
I think over time, it's gone. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's gone up over time, so you should be all right.
Well, quite recently, people going to Spain were getting, criticized by the Spanish, saying, "What are you coming to our country for?" And
the migrants?
No, not
the
migrants. English. Coming to spend money in Spain.
Yeah, I was kind of joking there. Yeah.
I know, but they were getting criticized, for coming across, and some of them were getting pelted with with powerful water pistols. Okay, I like the idea of those.
The Spanish?
By the Spanish, yeah. By the Spanish.
I mean, all right. I mean, we haven't got a great track record abroad especially with like football fans and some people on holiday. I've seen it myself. Some people act like right dickheads abroad.
Yeah, they do.
But on the whole, it's a minority. So, I mean, I'm sure that our tourists put a lot of money into the Spanish economy, mate.
They do. Well, check this out.
Especially on the coast. What about Benidorm and all that?
Check this out. I mean, this is amongst the roundup of things that are going on today, because Monday is the time when you see things hitting, okay? But Tuesday is a roundup day, really, in a lot of ways. Here we go.
Stay away from Spain, whatever you do. You're not welcome. Tourists aren't welcome. That's what we were all told, wasn't it? About 6 months ago. You remember that? People squirting other people in Barcelona with water pistols saying, "Get out of our country." Well, it turns out that's exactly what people have done. And now the Spanish are saying, "Oh, where are the tourists? Where are the tourists? We haven't got any money. All our jobs are going." Be careful what you wish for, people. You start spraying tourists and telling them to stay away, they're going to do just that. Here's a tip if you're thinking of going to Spain. Well, I can tell you the flights are ridiculously cheap. When I looked 2 days ago, managed to get to Mallorca for 49 quid each way. That's crazy. But here's an even bigger tip. Only go if you have to. I'm going for work. Otherwise, make the Spanish suffer. If they don't want us there, don't go. Don't give them your money. There are plenty of other places to go instead.
Do you know what? When I was in Spain once, John, the people were just shouting stuff at you in the street, in Spanish. And I got really annoyed. We were going back to get the train.
Well, they didn't know how to swear at you in English.
No, they do it in Spanish, so you don't quite know what they're on about. But you can tell. And I was like, why are they shouting stuff? Mate, that was some horrible. I mean, I've had some good holidays there, don't get me wrong, but this particular stag do. Nah, there was people running in the toilet and looking at you when you were having a wee and all kinds of stuff, mate. It was weird. Well, they must have been.
Well, they wouldn't find anything with me.
Mate, this guy he got his binoculars out and everything, mate. He was like, wait.
Magnifying glass with me. Or with Stevie. Oh, yeah, Stevie, don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah. Make them pay.
Indeed. Okay. And, I know that we went on a bit about, Trump the other day, but listen, I think that the American companies are starting to get a little bit naughty with the British government. Here's a little clip about Apple, who are currently suing the British government over, guess what?
What?
What? Guess what? Come on, that was the guess. Guess what?
Apple is suing the government. Is it the encryption thing?
Wanting access to data.
Yeah.
Invasion of privacy.
What should expect with these commies, mate?
I'm telling you. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Scumbags.
So there's two major companies that are currently suing the UK government, and these aren't small little businesses.
Do you think he supports X? Look at his glasses.
What's he doing there?
I don't know. Why is
he sat like that?
I don't know.
I'll be honest, mate. I wouldn't watch someone dressed like that. I see these people going around on their electric bikes all the time, delivering food, mate, like flipping Al-Qaeda going up your drive. I've said it before. If they come on my drive dressed like a terrorist, I'm taking evasive action, You
don't want Al-Qaeda going up anywhere. Especially the Hershey Highway.
And Wikipedia. And the actual details of the lawsuit and the nature of the lawsuit is something that I think is really interesting to talk about. And weirdly, for the first time ever, I've got to salute Apple and salute Wikipedia for their lawsuits, because if these lawsuits fail, if they fail against the UK government, we are absolutely done for. So the first lawsuit is Apple, and this one actually managed to slip under the radar for a lot of people. And it's really funny how, although BBC post all of their articles on social media, they posted this one on their website, but they didn't share it anywhere else. Apple is suing the UK government after the UK government requested to introduce a policy that would require Apple to share all of its user data with the UK government upon request. This would be in the form of an annual report of all of its users' information, or it would be in the form of a request-based system where the UK government could request all of the confidential information that we have on our iPhones, and Apple would be required to hand it over. Now, for the most part, this isn't things like our text messages, images, and all that stuff. There is no data source in the whole world that could hold every single piece of digital media in the UK. It just doesn't exist, and that's not what the UK government are asking for. But they're asking for the ability to be able to, should they want to, which Edward Snowden was right, but it's happening in the UK now. It's happening in the UK. This is mass surveillance. Now, of course, Apple have responded in the most obvious way and just said this is a complete violation of people's privacy, and Apple want absolutely zero part in it, and they'll fight this tooth and nail because this completely undermines Apple's integrity also. Now, this brings us on to the second lawsuit, and the second lawsuit...
Now,
what about his integrity, mate? He's sat there with a mask on, mate.
I know, because he's obviously worried. All right, okay, come on now.
Oh, no,
the guys
before we move on to the Apple thing, I can't get past this Muppet, mate. Right? What? I thought the whole point was you want to be famous, does he? But you can't. I'm pretty sure, right? Anyone who knows his voice knows exactly who he is.
What was that band? What was that band that knee? What was it?
Oh God, Kneecap.
Right, with the guy wears a tea cozy over his head. It's better than that. Look at that, because you can see that he's actually supporting X. He's supporting Elon.
He's on about flipping. He's got his face covered. Oh.
All right, okay, get past that.
Anyway,
and listen to the info.
Look at the state of him. We'll go on,
look
right,
at the
one more go. He's a Muppet moving. Let's talk about Apple.
Okay, I'm calling it now. Listen to the guy and what he said. And what he was saying was basically that the British government are asking Apple to hand over all information on anything that they want. And you're just sitting there and you're just going, what? And Apple are, to be fair, suing the British government. Well, the British government have got a bit of a problem because, the solicitors are going to be making money, but the government are going to be tied up. So, hey, Apple, tell some of the other American companies to come and get them. Go for it, right? Start wearing them down because they'll back off. And tell Trump about it, because anybody that Trump thinks, any American company that are being impeached or impounded in any way, he's going to go for him. He's going to just turn around to Starmer and just say, get lost. And that's what we need. We need J.D. Vance in here as well. We need Starmer out, and we need to be the 53rd state of the United States of America. Bring it in. And everybody can carry a gun.
I tell you what, I'm slowly coming over to that way of thinking then. Oh, okay.
Everybody can carry a gun. Get a gun license. You know? What was that? What was that thing that Charlton Heston used to say? Where he used to hold up a rifle and go, "Out of my dead hand," meaning you ain't getting my gun, kiddo.
Sadly, we rolled over years ago, didn't we?
We did, and it was.
Have we got any Trump and Starmer videos or anything?
Well, first off, I want to go through to Jacob Rees-Mogg, who gives a very posh way of explaining something about counter-extremism that we're joking about. But here you go. Here's Jacob Rees-Mogg. JRM. Here you go. Take it away, JRM. Tell us what you think in that very, very posh way that you express yourself. Stats is very posh as well, really. Isn't that right, La?
Yeah, it's posh, mate.
Yeah, gear. All right, kid.
Sipping on me Pims now, mate. Can't even be posh when I try. Oh gosh,
I regret to inform you that if, like me, you happen to be concerned about the effects of mass migration on the United Kingdom, then you're engaging in terrorist ideology. If you happen to think that Western civilization, specifically values that are unique to our society, such as Christianity, property rights, religious liberty, or freedom of speech, are under threat from the unprecedented levels of mass migration, then yes, according to the Home Office counter-extremism programme, you are indeed an extremist. The programme prevents online guidance, refers to what it calls cultural nationalism, defined as the idea that Western culture is under threat from mass migration and a lack of integration by certain ethnic and cultural groups, as being a right-wing extremist terrorist ideology worthy of a referral to the programme. So, before we deal with this absurd notion, I want to ask, should we be referring the Reverend Starmer, the Prime Minister, to the government's own counter-extremism programme?
We risk becoming an island of strangers, not a nation that walks forward together.
Being concerned about the effects of mass migration on our ancient civilization is the Prime
That's why I put it on, so that you could see it.
Right, yeah.
Minister appears to be, in normal life, would be called stating the obvious. But, as ever, the government's counter-extremism service appears to be desperate to find some bogeyman to balance the real fear of Islamist terrorism. Perhaps I should know about this because I was on their list at one point. In 2021, the very same institution was revealed to have included me in a list of red flags that right-wing extremists might listen to as inspiration for terrorist activities. Well, look, let's be frank about this. If you take me as an inspiration, don't commit terrorist activities, I am against them. So for all of you watching now, just know that if you're enjoying this programme, enjoying GB News, enjoying freedom of speech, enjoying the great culture of our wonderful nation, you may be considered an extremist by His Majesty's government.
So does that mean that we're extremists? Are we extremists?
No.
I don't think we are. I think we're just like sort of, commenting on the things that are actually falling in line with common sense.
Oh, I'm not even arguing against that daft crap anymore, mate.
It's just madness, isn't it?
What people need to stop doing is stop saying, "Oh, I disagree with all this migration. I'm not racist," but no, stop playing into their hands. Don't explain yourself. It's gotta stop. The end.
Yep.
When you keep trying to explain how you're not something, it makes people sound a little guilty. Stop doing it. Just go kiss my ass.
That's right.
You weirdo lefties.
That's
You're
right.
the extremists.
They are. The government are the extremists. That is the truth. And the fact that they're labeling you and they're trying so many different ways to make you feel guilty about expressing the truth about what's going on in this country. Jesus Christ.
No, we've got free speech. We've had it for years. Right, I want to make a point. If I can, or you're moving
go
on.
I know what you're saying.
Are you going to play the
You're talking about
robot?
Starmer gaslighting Trump free speech. Let's have a quick look at that. There you go. That was the moment that he started doing it. So go ahead. Oh, he's getting serious now, folks. He's putting his glasses on. You can see him.
I was
Go
just
on, Four
looking
Eyes.
I just wanted to know who Misery Arse was on the right.
Jesus Christ. Do you
It's
know
Lady Starmer.
Lady Starmer? Jesus Christ.
Jesus,
she
no
is,
wonder he's had hair in a cupboard.
I'm telling
He
you.
doesn't look happy. In fact, that's the happiest
I
she's
don't
looked.
even think he's had her in a cupboard at all.
I think he's lived in a cupboard. We've always had free speech.
Oh, yes.
For a long time, have we? Okay, then. Well, up until 2008, we had blasphemy laws.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to go through a few things here. I'll do it really quickly.
Go on.
So you've got, and the Lords as well, had to stop Labour from criticising religion being a crime.
Oh, yes.
In
Islamophobia.
in the Racial and Religious Hatred Act. The Lords, it was who stopped them, because if you tell you what, if that hadn't happened, mate, we'd have all been gone a long time ago.
We'd had
Okay,
problems.
so we had the Treason Act of 1351. So if you just imagined the death of the king, that's treason. Statute of Heretics allowed burning for spreading of heretical views, if that's how you say it. People faced persecution in the 13 and 1400s, John, for translating the Bible into English and criticising the church. Yeah, you got the Putting Away of Books and Images Act. That was Edward VI. And that was if you got to destroy Catholic iconography and text to enforce Protestant reforms.
You are a historian. Do you know that?
Maybe a little bit like. Henry VIII proclamation required books to be approved by the Privy Council. And that was to stop dissent during the Reformation.
Jesus.
You had seditious libel in the 16 and 1700s, blasphemy laws in the 16 to 1800s. Yeah, someone was even executed, John, in Scotland for blasphemous remarks in 1697. Then persecution of radicals during the French Revolution, 1800s. The Obscene Publications
Did we
Act
kill
of
the French then?
1857.
Did we kill them? Did we kill French people then?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Good. Go ahead.
1914, Defence of the Realm. So that was the First World War. That censored the press. Public Order Act, 1986. They are. The Theatre Censorship, 1968.
Jesus.
That was controversial content. Public Order Act, as I say. Malicious Communications, 2006. And then you've got whatever this bunch of idiots are bringing in. So we've always had free speech. Honest.
Free speech.
Shut up, you lying little muppet.
Gaslighting.
I can't stand that.
He is
really
a
bad,
class one liar.
Trump
Right?
should have just turned around and gone, what's that smell?
Yeah, something doesn't
I smell
quite
bullshit.
smell
Is
right.
that you, Kia? Do you know what I mean? Because
Without a
he was a bit
shadow
too
of
soft.
a doubt.
Well,
No. Well, here's another one.
Before you move on, did you see the bit where he said, was it Bev Turner? She said he's going to start censoring your social media site.
Oh, yeah.
Trump was totally oblivious to what was going on. What me? And either Starmer, either in their haste to try and destroy X and us communicating basically, brought in all these laws, and he either forgot about Trump owning one.
Truth Social.
And then stood there and looked like he'd gone, oh, shit, forgot Trump's got one. But they've left themselves a little out, haven't they? So it's a significant number of UK users.
Yes. Well, we're going to get on there.
Whatever Truth has, it'll be hundreds. It'll be, they haven't got.
Being a dual national, US and UK, we're going to get on there because you got to be an American to get on there. So that's it. We're on. Okay. And if you find me seeking diplomatic immunity at the US Embassy, you'll know what it's all about. It'll please my wife. No,
John, I reckon there's going to be a few people seeking immunity, mate, because apparently Ofcom can issue fines. They can. The people who are in charge of these companies, if they don't do this, you can go to jail for 2 years. That's way longer than anyone who has any kind of images of children and stuff, isn't it? So, here we go again.
I could be the guy, who takes over from that man Assange. Well, I tell you what, though, the American Embassy, it is massive and well equipped, and it is plush. I have to tell you, it is plush.
Is it better than their migrant hotels? Is it? Or
much better. That place.
Sure?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
No, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, they've even got a McDonald's down at the bottom in the basement.
They got a swimming pool.
Yeah, they got everything.
Oh, can I come?
Well, yeah. Well, I'll ask for you. Okay. But anyway, all right, here's another guy, a delusional guy. Do you remember that fella that actually cost Budweiser so much money? Do you remember him? Freaky deaky.
Dylan Mulvaney.
That's the fella. Check this out. This is
God,
what
I remember that creature's name. I should have pretended I didn't remember him.
Well, this is one of the clips that came up recently. Here it is.
No, he's not a woman. He's not. He's a man with a mental health issue. In the DSM-5, he would be diagnosed with gender dysmorphia. So the way we could serve him is to get him the mental health he needs. But instead, we don't. Do you know that gender dysmorphia is the only diagnosis that we affirm? The only mental health diagnosis that we affirm, that we say, yes, this is what you are. He's not. They need to stay out of our pools, out of our bathrooms, out of our dressing rooms. We just need to give them the help that they need. Because right now, we're just helping him be in his fantasy, and that's not reality-based. So, no, he isn't a woman.
There you go. Hey, Stella. And I ain't talking about the beer. Stella. Right?
No, Stella wouldn't be that stupid, mate, to do what Bud did.
That woman cannot have a penis. Look at this. This is a woman saying it. That's it. So, I know there's a lot of guys who actually, claim to be lesbians.
He's not got a lady penis, no.
No. And, okay, well,
just checking.
Budweiser.
I don't want to check.
No, that's...
You check. I don't want
to know. No. Are you a woman? Yes. Okay.
Take your word for it.
Show me the paperwork. No. Show me the paperwork. Yeah, I've got paperwork. No. Oh, Jesus. No. And here's Eamon, the man with the bad back. Okay, I'm telling you now. Eamon is just saying it as it is in the UK. He's just saying it. Come on, Eamon.
Let it rip.
Just look at this country. You stand back and whatever Rachel Reeves going to mouth on about today, these are the issues. These are the issues that are affecting people. They're affecting people's pocket. They're affecting people's sociability, all sorts of things. And we're not doing anything about it. Nobody is doing anything about the migrant situation, or they're not doing anything effective. They can talk about they'll do this and they'll do that, but they're not doing anything. And that is how bad it is. There is no border between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. These people can get into the Republic of Ireland, which is the European Union, and then they can get into the UK by just going to Northern Ireland, and then who knows where they'll end up after this. It is a disaster. Just look at...
Now, we were talking about this. Remember when we were talking about the issues that were going on in Ballymena? And, the sports centre that was being torched? Yeah?
There's so many of these places now, you just lose track of them all, don't you?
Well, this is what's happening right now. They're coming across from the island of Ireland, going into Northern Ireland and passing through. And the Northern Irish are not happy about it. And the British government are keeping a lot of stuff quiet because there is a revival of the loyalists over there who are not happy with what's going on. And this kind of stuff is all being kept quiet in the British press about things that are going on. But the surprising thing about it is that their counterparts in Southern Ireland are actually feeling the same way because they're sick of the migrants over there. So they're actually working together to some extent, even though they are completely politically opposed to one another. How about that? That's what's happening over there.
Is there anyone happy with this situation apart from the ones facilitating it?
No.
We don't live anywhere near it.
No. Okay. So here's another thing. Here's George. I mean, George is always great for an opinion. And
yeah, when he doesn't block you on Twitter, he is, yeah?
No, he's blocked you on Twitter. Shame on that man.
Years ago, mate. Do you know what?
Shame.
I was going to say I probably never even said anything to him. Yeah, I probably did.
Why is it? I was about to say.
It's all right, though, because I still stalk him on his YouTube channel.
Stalk him?
Police, before you come and knock me door down.
Yeah, it's journalism. All right, it's journalism. Okay, law.
Don't know, I was calling his silly political things daft. Is that stalking?
Some of them, yeah. I mean, but he's always good for a comment. I mean, check out this. I mean, he's attacking John Healey, our defense minister. Check this out.
Well, I'll let him off with this one then.
We don't have the money. What madness is this? A country that is on its knees whilst handing over billions of pounds to the thief of Kiev, spending millions of pounds, flying reconnaissance missions for a genocide in Gaza.
He doesn't care, does he? He just, the thief. You know.
Hang on. If there's a genocide in Gaza, why isn't there one in Ukraine?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just asking for someone who's really confused with all this crap.
Well, when this finishes, we'll go back to Gaza, right? And,
do we have to?
And show something. Yeah,
it's
great.
Once, mate. It was terrible. I've been there once already. It was terrible.
Gaza is becoming the new holiday destination.
Didn't get that, did you?
Yes, I did. Gaza is becoming the new destination for LGBTQ activists. Okay, because they're supporting Gaza, so they're all going over there. Right? Strangely enough, few of them are coming back. The return journeys.
I'm not surprised. Look at the roads.
I'm telling you,
terrible. Terrible, mate. Almost as bad as round here, then.
Yeah. The potholes.
That's the one.
Is going to go to war with China, the People's Liberation Army, the most gigantic army the world has ever known, the People's Liberation Navy, the biggest navy the world has ever known. 1.5 billion Chinese. Where do you think you are? Up the Yangtze? Do you know what happened, Healy? The last time Britain sailed a warship up the Yangtze, the Chinese
up the Yangtze, that sounds wrong.
In 1949. And China is, by a scale unfathomable, more powerful, more wealthy, more numerous in 2025. And you little runt, are using our country's name to threaten China with war. What kind of madness is this? Who was consulted on this? Did Parliament agree to this? I know that they would. But the contempt shown for British democracy is such that even a rubber stamp Parliament is not asked to endorse this kind of madness. This little runt who's never heard a shot fired in anger in his miserable puff is threatening war with China on your behalf, at your expense, and with the blood of your sons and your daughters. We don't have...
I thought I was angry yesterday. Wow.
Oh, my God. The way that he's attacking him. I mean,
The runt.
Well, it's a wonder he didn't say orc, because if you remember that, what can be seen can't be unseen. He looked like an orc, from one of those movies,
He needs to calm down, him.
Yeah, his blood pressure is going up, but I mean, that's funny. I mean, All right, okay, question. Which country receives the most aid?
Well, it won't be us.
Well, over the next 100 years, it'll probably be Zelensky.
Don't tell me that. Yeah, okay. I was going to say minus Ukraine, obviously, with the military funding. I'm going to say, which is the one that hurts us the most? I'm going to say Pakistan.
Well, I think you are pretty close. Check this out.
India.
Which country receives the most foreign aid from the UK over the past 5 years? Most Britons can't believe that their country has spent billions of dollars on these countries. In fifth place, Nigeria received £1.5 billion, mainly for health education and climate adaptation projects to boost resilience against rising temperatures and diseases. In fourth place, Pakistan.
See, you weren't far off. Check it out.
UK gave £2 billion to Pakistan, focusing on poverty alleviation, education reforms, and disaster relief. Third place goes to Afghanistan. The UK has sent £2.6 billion in aid, particularly for humanitarian relief, infrastructure rebuilding, and promoting women's rights amid ongoing instability. Second place is Ethiopia. Ethiopia received £3.3 billion, getting food security, infrastructure development, and conflict resolution due to internal tensions and climate challenges. The country ranks first, received £4 billion in UK aid over 5 years, focusing on flood prevention, education development, and healthcare support. That's Bangladesh. Which country?
Bangladesh.
Well, that's little Pakistan, isn't it?
Bangladesh. You said Wales. I mean, I know you were like... cut them off. Cut them off. You know.
I'll just go and take away all the English street signs, and they're all lost.
No, just get rid of the Senate. Okay, stop the Senate. But all the Welsh people, we love them. We think they're great.
Bangladesh, they're great. Pakistan, same difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're getting absolutely rinsed, aren't we?
Totally.
Nothing new to me, mate. It's been going over years, this, isn't it?
Okay, and you're going to love this. This is going to be your favorite.
I'm not, am I?
But you are. You're going to love this. I mean, well, there's two, right? First one, okay, is like sort of... we're getting comments here, okay? Here we go.
Well, what have we done now?
No, we haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. Here's from Frankie. Gaza, my arse. They haven't suffered Butland's Pufwelly. Gaza. When you were talking about...
can read that, because I still can't see it with my glasses on.
I'm going to take it down. There you go.
That's better.
Okay. Gaza, my arse. They haven't suffered Butland's Pufwelly. Very good.
That's it, you see.
Brilliant, brilliant, Frankie. Brilliant.
What about Pontins would be a bit too much.
They're gone now. They're gone, right? But anyway, here's something that you'll like. I mean, this is, Khan getting absolutely slated by a U.S. free speech advocate. Here we go.
So, Trump called the London mayor a nasty person who's done a terrible job.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was very generous. Sadiq Khan is a full-blown moron. The guy turned one of the world's greatest cities into a chaotic, crime-ridden hellhole, all while smiling and lecturing America. If you didn't know, Khan's parents immigrated from Pakistan, so he has empathy for the Pakistani people. That's why it is so fucking insane. It's so insane that this guy is even allowed to be mayor. He obviously has an affinity for his homeland. You know, it's like if I became the mayor of Pakistan after my parents immigrated there, and it was like this nice, futuristic Silicon Valley type of city, right? Where all the people are thriving. All the Pakistani people are thriving on their own. And I somehow became the mayor, a white guy. The people there would be so fucking pissed because I'm not one of them.
Happen though, would it?
But people in Europe are so fixated on Trump. The BBC News covers Trump all the fucking time, and that's all they cover. And you Europeans, you people with European blood are fucking taking it like good little fucking, servants, like good little boys. And that's why this shit's fucking happening. You people need to wake the fuck up. Seriously, this is utterly insane. It is so fucking beyond me that you allow this to happen.
Now, is this guy lying? I mean, I have to say that, he's like sort of telling it as it is.
He's not, but he's also got European blood, so whatever.
Oh, come on. He's an American.
I know, but he's trying to make out you with your European blood. You're European blood too, mate.
He's American. Okay. He's standing up for us.
And he's got a point. It's just, up until a couple of years ago, he didn't have a point at all, did he? Let's face it. Because there was people rotting in jail for protesting on January the 6th years ago. Yep. And what did they do about that? Nothing. Just left him there. So, yeah, okay.
Not now, though. They got him out. They're all out.
Yeah, but only because Trump won. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they did. They rallied, they sorted it out the second time. So, yeah, they've got a case. They can argue that now. Lucky them, eh? Not jealous in the slightest, of course.
We've been on for about 3/4 of an hour now, and I'm going to actually finish on this, and this is going to make you a very, very happy man or woman.
No, I thought you were going to do Barry Gardner.
As? What's your paperwork? He, them, she, me, ooh.
Don't identify as anything. I am what I am.
I identify with a messiah complex. That's what I identify with.
Well, if we're playing the game, I'll identify as the king again.
Okay, yes, please.
I want me castles. I want me palaces. I want it all now.
I want it now. Oh, no, we get a copyright strike.
And if you say I'm lying, and if you say I'm lying, you're a bigot.
Yeah.
Simple as.
Yep, absolutely. Right. Rather,
Are we
you're
not
not
do-
a
are we not-
ginger. You're not
we not
a
doing-
ginger.
Are we not doing Barry Gardner then?
Yeah, it is. That's what's coming. This is what's going to put a
is it?
smile on your face. Here we go.
Oh, but I thought you were going to play something happy.
We've just heard today that the leader of Reform is talking against the online safety bill, saying that this is about freedom of speech, when actually what that is doing is trying to take away the ability of horrible people to put stuff about suicide directly to young girls. It's stopping children having access to violent pornography. And yet these are the things that the leader of Reform has today been speaking out against. Why did your MPs vote against the crime and policing bill?
So I don't know about the crime and policing bill. I haven't read it in detail, but you mentioned that that bill wanted to make theft under £200 from a shop a summary offence. It's already a summary.
No, stop it. The legislation at the moment says it's a summary offence. We were saying, no, it shouldn't be a summary offence. It should be prosecuted in full.
Do you know what a summary offence is?
Yes.
No idea.
No, you don't, because a summary offence means an offence that's tried in the magistrates. It's fully prosecuted and fully investigated. You're talking about either way offences or that are tried in the Crown Court or the magistrates. I don't think the legislation said it's not going to make it a summary offence.
It's precisely what it said. It was removing the legislation
is
that made it
schooling
a
him.
summary offence, so it would be tried as a serious crime, not in the magistrate's court.
We definitely don't need £20 theft being tried in the Crown Court, because that delays serious crimes such as rape, murder and terrorism. The Crown... Hang on.
Does he realise that she's a former Crown prosecution?
No, but I think he will do in a minute.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, Layla Cunningham, she's moved across to Reform. She is one attack dog legally.
Yeah.
Because she can work at the same level that Keir Starmer and Shabana Mahmood. I mean, you notice there's nothing about her at the moment, but I'll carry on.
Say you want to do
If I can just finish.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll let you speak.
Yep.
The Crown Court has a 75,000 case delay. So if you want to also add minor shoplifting, like £20 for a jury trial, it's madness. Nowhere, I mean, Australia doesn't do that, Canada doesn't do that. We just want it to be prosecuted. That's all. We don't want it to be ignored. I have a shopkeeper
Look at him.
who in my ward who says that the police screen his calls. They screen his 999 calls because he calls too much.
But you've just said that you want to deal with shoplifting, and now you're saying, actually, the situation that we have at the moment doesn't do that.
Yes.
And when we tried to do something about it, you voted against it.
No, you just said you wanted to make it a jury trial, which is madness.
Yeah.
But madness. Do you know how many rape trials, how many domestic abuse trials are waiting? We've got do you understand what a 75,000 case backlog is? And you want to add £20 thefts when we have...
Can I just point out that you were in the Conservative Party that created that backlog?
We have 500,000.
And we have now begun addressing it.
No,
and
you
we've
haven't.
we certainly
by
have.
You're releasing violent criminals. You're releasing violent criminals. What are you talking about addressing?
You're releasing violent criminals. She's telling them as it is. I mean, she's good.
These people are retarded. So you're trying to bring down the amount in the backlog while you're going to add a load of new ones to the backlog. And then, let me guess, to get all those new petty crimes sorted and get them in jail, you're going to release the dangerous people, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, God. Can we call them mongs?
Mongs, yeah.
Well,
I call them spazzers as well.
Yeah.
There's an old one. Hey, do you remember that one, Frankie? Spaz.
I know, mate, but I don't think moron does it justice anymore, does it? To be honest, mate. I mean, we need something even harsher than that. Wow.
Okay. Well, I'll let her continue. I mean, because she is slaughtering Barry Gardner. And he does need slaughtering. There's no two ways about it.
I'm going to slaughter him in a minute as well, mate, to be honest.
You're going to do it the halal way? Or are you going to be humane, intellectually speaking?
No, it's the halal way for him.
Okay, here we go.
You're letting them out on the streets. You're doing everything but.
Sorry, look, you've changed the subject, but
No, I
let's
haven't.
tackle
Right, well, let's bring it back.
Because
Did you
she
want
hasn't.
to send
Because the reason-
shoplifting 20-pounders to juries?
We were
No, but hang on,
yes,
did you?
We were removing the legislation that made it a summary offence.
So you want to make it a jury
so it
trial?
would have to be prosecuted.
So you want to make it a Crown Court trial for 20... That is the
anyway.
legislation you bring. That is the legislation that Keir Starmer wants to bring in.
What do you want to do?
No, hang on.
If you say you're tackling it...
I want more policing. I want a zero-tolerance approach.
Yep.
So you're saying that £20 shoplifting under Labour would go to the Crown Court? Is that Labour policy then?
If it's prosecuted, then it would.
Go to the Crown Court. So it wouldn't be a summary trial?
That was what we did in the legislation.
Wow.
We removed it as a summary offence.
So how will you explain to the rape victim that's waiting already 2 years for a Crown Court trial that you're adding to the backlog? So let me just quote to you. Shoplifting
Because he doesn't know it costs thousands
are recorded,
for
530 offences. Rape has doubled, sexual assaults has doubled, and the
Conservatives...
and the police...
No, it correlates with the increase in the illegal migration, sir. That's what you need to do. There's a correlation there, and you can see it in other countries like France. You can see it in Germany. You can see it in Sweden. Stop being an idiot.
Recorded data says that over 500,000 sexual assaults are not reported. So all those people who are victims of more serious crime, because of you, the backlog's going to, I mean, I don't even know how high it's going to go.
And your MPs just voted against
rightly so.
legislation
There we go.
against spiking.
They do this.
They voted against
I think they voted against this madness that
They
making
voted
shoplifting
against-
for £20 a non-summary offence. Madness.
voted-
You have no idea how the criminal justice works.
They voted.
And he doesn't. He has absolutely no idea. And he's actually speaking on a subject that he is totally out of his depth. I mean, even Shabana Mahmood would not go up against this woman because she knows she knows that system the same as Keir Starmer does. And I tell you what, it was a smart move on behalf of Reform getting her in. Smart move because
it was. Look, they're doing this thing again, John, aren't they?
Yep.
Where they might not know how the law works. Well, he might not, but they know how to put legislation through. So it puts lots of things under one umbrella. And then when somebody disagrees with one of them, so they've got to vote it down, then they accuse them of being against the rest of it. So they always do this, don't they? They'll pick something to protect children and they'll shove other things in. And when you say it, we can't because of that, they'll go, you don't want us to protect children. It's like,
well, that's it. It's a
you
virtue.
could have put it in without that bullshit, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's a virtue signaling policy that they're using to cover up the other things that they're doing. And that's exactly why Peter Kyle was having a go at Nigel Farage, because Nigel Farage said that he would repeal that legislation. So they're saying that, well, basically you're allowing, the bad guys to get away with things. No, he's actually stopping the bad guys from getting away with things and wanting to replace it with something that actually will target, the protection of children. Because who in this country doesn't want to protect their kids? Tell me, I don't know who wouldn't want to protect their kids.
No, but we went through this yesterday, John. That's not what's happening. Again, there's still porn and all this filth on apps like X, where UK unverified users can still see it all. I went through some of it yesterday. Bonnie Blue, she's still getting rattled by everyone. They're all still masturbating on. They're all still putting porn videos on X. And as a UK unverified viewer, I can still see them, but I can't see protest footage because X has had to go over-censor that. So why isn't it censoring the porn then? Why is that still there then? It's all a fraud, mate.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to... Willie... Let's have a look. He goes on...
Did you say Willie? Did you say Willie? You can't say Willie.
I did. But I was meant to say he... Now, what they keep doing as well is using but kids and suicide. Right, okay. So I've looked into this one as well. So actually, suicides in young people since I was a kid in the 90s have actually gone down. But there is an increase, again, in girls.
Yeah.
Same as the whole gender thing. So rather than all this bollocks, when you want to try and figure out why kids are feeling suicidal in the first place, and then, so what it says, I'll try and skip to the chase. It says, Hang on, bear with me.
Go on,
a
plenty of time.
2022 study. Sorry, I was going to try and make it quicker, but I can't. A 2022 study on young people aged 10 to 19 in the UK, including England, found that 28% of those who died by suicide had some form of suicide-related online experience, like accessing content that promotes or describes suicide methods. That doesn't mean causation, but it suggests a link. The study covered 145 cases from 2014 to 15, with about 60 suicides in England, specifically over 16 months, implying roughly 18 to 20 cases might have involved online exposure, though not necessarily direct promotion.
Okay.
The number of suicides appears slightly lower today than it did in the 90s. So
Well-
again, these are one-dimensional problem-solving things, like the whole smash the gangs.
I wouldn't trust these.
That's not going to do it. You can't just say,
it's
well, stop
proven
people
that they're
from
not
looking
doing
at it
it anyway.
online.
Come on.
That's not going to fix it, is it? Just because someone isn't seeing it online doesn't mean they're still not going to feel suicidal. Why do they feel suicidal in the first place? What's wrong with society where children want to kill themselves, John? Because he's not asked about that, is he?
No.
It's just stop people from showing them how it's done.
No, I agree.
They'll find out somehow. So they're using that stick there now to beat Farage and Reform and everyone who
They're trying
disagrees
to.
with the censorship. Yeah, that's what
But
they're doing.
people are seeing
And
through
you know
it.
exactly what they're
Right?
doing, yeah.
Do you think that we could secretly get into Parliament and start doing this to the MPs?
That's enough! That's enough! That's enough!
What do you think?
Oh, what's that bit? Oh, I thought they censored or something. I think someone needs to knock some sense into them, John. Do you know why, mate? Do you know why?
If we could get in and we could do that, all right, especially when they're in session. It's
Right,
superb.
These idiots, and again, it was Yvette Cooper was involved. They had all the social media bosses.
Yeah.
And I know because I asked them to help me with something, get rid of those no maps, them nonsense off Twitter. They wouldn't help me, right? They had all the social media CEOs in Parliament, and they were asking them, we need to censor this subject, this subject, this subject, and this subject. They repeatedly tried to explain to the politicians it doesn't work like that. Algorithms aren't magic. You can't just censor subjects.
No,
it
true
doesn't.
enough.
You can't do it. But these idiots still aren't listening, and then they're going to make that. And that's why they've got to over-censor on X and other platforms and stuff, because it can't be done, John. But these absolute imbeciles are under some delusion that there's an algorithm that fixes everything. And if that's the case, if there is, can you find one that gets rid of all the immigrants, please?
Well, if you remember, once seen cannot be unseen, because a lot of these things are coming under this woman. Okay.
Honestly, before she was even in government, she was causing an issue with stuff and that.
Indeed.
I'm sick of her, John. I'm sick of the tired.
She's
of
the
her
one
face.
that's causing it. Anyway, we're going to finish because we're going over our time. We're not normally going over this time, but we have done tonight, and we are going to end on our favorite vid, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and it's from that Sonny boy. What's his name?
Sonny Rowe, Sonny Boy Rowe, Sonny Boy. Take your pick.
Whoever it
It's
is brilliant.
Brilliant.
Great conversation. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks to our
problem.
super fan Frankie. Right, and he's Frankie has just said, okay,
who's going on the list? Is it Air? Please tell me it's Air. Right, she's going on.
No, it's Starmer is a spaz.
I think I'll just stick Starmer on Air on the.
Put Starmer on. Get Starmer on.
Starmer's on, yeah.
Okay. Here's our favorite vid. We'll say good night to everybody, and we'll see you again
night,
tomorrow
all.
night. Take it easy. Thank you very much. Here we go.
Thanks for tuning in. See you all soon.
The state is closing in on us. The police aren't on our side no more. We were taught not to notice skin. Now it's all they ever talk about. Boys are told it's bad to be a man, while kids are living fatherless. And the streets aren't safe for our girls, while the enemy's been let in. Hey you, I got this feeling, don't you? The world's lost its meaning. We don't believe in the things we used to. Hey you, I got this feeling, don't you? The world's lost its meaning. We don't believe in the things we used to. They want us to stop having babies, to call men ladies. reality is to divide and cause insanity. The old will need tattoos saying please don't turn me off. The food we eat is so addictive. We feed like cattle from a trough. Hey you, I got this feeling, don't you? The world's lost its meaning. We don't believe in the things we used to.
Look at the photos from the 90s, the cohesive societies. The young could buy property, the homeless were not forgotten in property.